Have you, your success has been so huge, have you lost any friends? Has there been any price to pay for being so almost ludicrously successful?
Well,
I don't think so. I think it gives a lot.
Yeah.
But what might happen is that you lose, even if you, like we all do, try to work hard on staying cool, you still lose a bit of the reality in a way, I think, because you get spoiled.
Sure.
In many ways.
Yeah. Do you lose your identity a bit, without getting too deep about this? I mean, your single individual identity, as opposed to being part of the group. Do you think of yourself always as one of four,
No.
day and night?
No.
No.
But I think everybody else does, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of
the
the backsides of our image, whatever that is. That everybody thinks that we, whatever we do, we all four stand for it, which is not the truth, obviously, and naturally not.
It's pretty tough sometimes when somebody speaks to somebody from the press, for instance. Then the press automatically take him for the spokesman, that he's speaking for the whole group, which of course is totally wrong. He just speaks for himself.
Mm-hmm.
It can be people from outside as well who are sort of like our manager, Stig Anderson, other people as well. When they talk about ABBA, it seems that they are the official spokesman for ABBA, which is wrong, you know.
So if one of you mentioned a political candidate
Yeah.
that goes for
who
everyone.
we want to be president of France, it would have to, people would think you all did. Fred, you had didn't you have a jazz career going at one time years ago?
Yes, I started when I was 14 years old to sing with a big band, and I went on with that for about 2 years. So I, in a way, have my roots in jazz music.
How did your roots get there? Were you ever in New Orleans as a teenager? Or
No, I was not. But
An
I listened a lot
impressionable
to. I listened a lot to jazz singers and big bands like Count Basie, Willie Herman.
Did you get to actually see those bands
Yes,
on tour?
yes, I did.
Yeah.
Many times in Sweden.
And you said, that's for me? How do
Yeah,
you
by
get-
that time, yes.
Yeah. Is that still in your blood as much as it was?
No, not as much as it was.
What's the last time any of you had your knickers fall down while you were singing?
That was me.
Oh, are you the only one that's happened to so
but
far?
I was only.
This was last summer?
I was only.
Oh, wait, this is a true story.
I was only 5 years old, so I'm excused.
Oh, that's okay.
You'd be excused
It was
now,
not a
too.
trick.
There you go.
Still a cheap way to get a laugh, even at 5.
Yeah.
But that is actually true.
What happened? You were
I
in the
don't
middle of-
remember it myself, but my mother used to, or she tells me every time I meet her about that. And I was just 5 years old, and my father was a showman, in a way, you could say. He worked very much with theaters, and so in the middle of Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
And I was a little girl, and I had the opportunity to stay on a stage and sing Billy Boy.
Tell me, where have you been?
Billy Boy, Billy Boy. And suddenly I felt my trousers. I had a very short dress
Uh-huh.
with spetsar, laces on. And also the trousers were with laces. And I suddenly felt they were coming, you know. And I didn't know what to do. I was just standing there, and they fell down all the way. That was my first time on stage.
By the way, did you mention to the audience whose boots you're actually wearing now?
Well, I've tried to
the same.
keep
These are
pulling
my
my pants down. Oh, now that you've called attention to it, thanks a lot. That looks like I'm wearing long underwear there.
It's your knickers.
Oh, yes. What is it, Billy Boy, that I sing as my nickname?
That's nice.
I don't know how to thank you for bringing this up.
Well,
The fact is, I came to the studio, now that it's out, without my shoes. They loaned me some boots, which I had to stuff with toilet paper to... can you say that on television in Sweden? Can you say stuff, I mean? I stuffed with toilet paper. And then Lars, the costume man, ingeniously wrapped it in tape so that it wouldn't make my pants bulge out and look stupid. And all on the assumption that no one would be tasteless enough to call attention to this. And undo everybody's hard work. But we all know that when you become successful, you're not sensitive anymore, and you don't care about people's feelings. And
well, anyway, I thought I'd mention it.
yeah, I thought you would too. Thanks loads. Let's see, what's I'm going to ask you? I made all kinds of notes here, many of which I'm glad I'm not going to ask you about. Has ABBA made it easier in any way for, I guess what you'd call foreign groups to break into the international music world? It seemed like everything came from America or England, and if you weren't one of those, forget it. And suddenly...
I don't know. You would have thought it would make it easier for a lot of groups, foreign groups, as you say, but looking back now, I don't see much that has really happened, which is not non-Anglo-Saxon, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't got my face.
No, they haven't. But you got German-based groups like Boney M, but they're still from Jamaica or something like that. They're not really Germans.
So how do you all explain the fact that you haven't been involved in lurid sex scandals and horrid crimes and destructions of the Plaza Suite?
Very smart at hiding it.
Stuff like that. Is that because you have the good name of a herring company to uphold, or?
We have a staff of people with us on tour that work with these things, smashing up of hotel rooms and all that.
Well, they clean them up afterwards?
Yeah,
so
they
no
clean
one
them up
finds
and
out?
hide it from the press and everything.
I see.
No, but really, I think that has to do with what we said earlier about staying in the reality. I mean, if things like this happens when you're not grown up, but it's still a little bit older than 17, 18 years old, it's easier to behave like a normal person if you have families and if you know what you like and enjoy very much in life. That is also one of the facts that we tour very seldom.
Yeah, you don't like touring, do you?
Not very much, no.
Not too often, though.
Why not? Most people would think that would be part of the fun of the life, would be to go to world capitals and you were cheered to the Echo in Australia and all of that.
It was from the beginning, but after a while, when you have been traveling a lot, it's not funny anymore. You get tired of the hotel rooms and airports and not be able to go out because of the fans are surrounding the hotels and things like that. It makes you feel kind of lonely.
Yeah.
It's also very tiresome to travel that much, to change the time all the time and all that.
I think preferably you should be a
The pressure
born
on you,
exhibitionist.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, Ben?
I think preferably you should be a born exhibitionist like Rod Stewart or something like that. To enjoy yourself night after night.
Or me?
I didn't say that.
No, but you pointed one of your chins at me. Oh, well, I don't know what else to say.